Why?
Because you are.
I'm good. Because y'all taking stuff that's not mine.
Okay, well we'll figure that out. But you have to stand up, put your hands on your back.
Stand up, hurry up.
Come on.
Why y'all putting me in jail?
I'm gonna take you to the department, and we're gonna interview you. I'm gonna book you there, and then.
What's gonna happen to my car?
I'm not gonna tow the car.
Can I move it somewhere else?
We'll take. We have to move the car.
You have a cell phone with you?
No, I don't. I don't have anything.
You have anybody that lives around here?
No. No, listen, can I call somebody to come? Hold on, can I call somebody to come get it?
Yeah, you can.
Can I use the phone?
I don't have a phone.
Are you working with them?
With Collinsville?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's this?
So what they finna do?
There's a phone number in the cab for your phone.
Okay.
So what's that?
In a Walmart parking lot in Illinois, Officer 135 responded to a loss prevention call involving Maria, a repeat shoplifting suspect caught for the third alleged time in a single week at the very same store. Upon initial contact, Maria voluntarily disclosed two critical facts. She had no driver's license and had an outstanding warrant out of Collinsville information she was under no obligation to share. Under the Fifth Amendment, suspects are not required to volunteer incriminating information. Maria's candor, while legally unnecessary, built goodwill that shaped the officer's discretionary decisions throughout. Officers moved inside the loss prevention office to review store surveillance footage before making any arrest. A procedurally sound step that protects against false arrest claims under the Fourth Amendment.
Ma'am, sit back in your car.
Okay. I paid for this
Okay, sit back in your car. We'll figure this out in a second. All right, here, pull up a couple more feet so I can get behind you.
Okay.
Central Park.
That's what Shane in there is Wood Park. Jump right in.
135. I gotta stop you in front of the store.
Yeah, 135 stops in both doors.
Yeah, just for now.
Okay, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, no, trust me, we're gonna figure it all out. You got your DL on you real quick?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I had just bought this car.
Okay, just sit down, relax for a second, okay?
I have a flesh-eating bacteria, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep, I see it.
And I had came here to get this stuff.
Okay.
I just bought this car. The dude that I bought it from went to jail.
Okay.
So I'm having problems with it.
Let's go in the AP office.
Well, no, because I didn't do nothing.
Well,
Okay, you know what, fine.
Well, here's what we're
I
gonna
don't want my car towed and stuff, because I need my stuff.
All right. I will try and help you as much as I can.
I don't want to touch nobody. I have a flesh-eating bacteria.
I got you. All right.
That's why I don't want to do that.
Well, you're gonna have to wait here for somebody else to get here and sit with you then. So
That's fine. That's fine. I ain't got no problem with that. Can I smoke my cigarette?
Yeah. Hey, so what's your first name?
Maria. I have a warrant in Collinsville, but they told me all I had to do was come in, and that's what I plan on doing yet tomorrow.
Right. Maria, what's your middle
Before
initial?
I went into the hospital.
What's your middle initial?
I don't have one, sir.
What's your last name?
I don't got no lighter.
I got you. You got a phone number? Okay, let's figure. I'm gonna figure out what's going on.
I didn't steal nothing.
Okay, well, all right.
And she got
135, copy 1, 2729. All right, what's up, man? What's going on?
This is,
Did she actually get the stuff, or?
Yeah, it's about the girls. The girls know.
Okay, I just need somebody else to get here.
Yeah, that's right.
So what did she buy?
I'm just looking for a lighter.
Yeah, it looks
She
like
got the TV?
Yeah, it looks like she got the TV. She got a bunch of stuff, other stuff like the vacuum and ties
What
and
did she
stuff
not?
like that.
What did she not pay for?
That's what I believe. She didn't pay for. The girls know.
We gotta find out. But this is what she did pay for.
Yeah,
Okay.
correct.
All right. 135. Who's responding out here as backup? This is a fun one.
Yeah, man.
All right. Just kidding. What we got? So she paid for this stuff?
She come to this all the time.
Thank you.
She had way more stuff then. This her third time this week.
That she stole?
Yes. She only got caught today. We got 4 items on her. She pushed out a TV
So where's
on Sunday.
well, the TV? She's got a TV on there.
Yeah, no. She bought a TV today, but I'm saying she pushed out Sunday. A TV.
Okay.
So
Do you have video of all that and everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to get her coming in because she's saying she came in with all that stuff. She did not.
She's what?
She said she came in with all that stuff in her book.
All right. Well, let's see what's going on before we.
But you did the video. Huh? The video? Work walking out with it? Yeah. I know the time that she did.
Because if she tried to make an argument to one of you guys that she
that's it.
came here with the stuff, right? Then the first thing we need to do is validate she walked in the store or nothing.
Yep, because look, that's her.
Yep.
Under Illinois Retail Theft Statute 720 ILCS 516-25, theft requires proof of intent to permanently deprive without payment. The surveillance video provided exactly that evidentiary foundation officers needed. Store cameras confirmed Maria entered at 13:22 empty-handed. The unpaid items of vacuum, air freshener plugins, and Tide detergent were absent from her receipt, establishing clear probable cause for arrest. Illinois law tiers retail theft by value. Under $300 is a Class A misdemeanor. Over $300 reaches a Class 3 felony. With a prior Sunday incident worth roughly $400, Maria's aggregate exposure was felony level. Loss prevention staff confirmed a separate Sunday theft at the same store worth approximately $400. Under 720 ILCS 516-25, incidents from the same location can be aggregated to meet the felony threshold. When officers moved to arrest Maria, she initially hesitated. Under Graham versus Connor 1989, force reasonableness is judged from the officer's perspective at the moment of decision, not with hindsight. Rather than escalating, Officer 135 calmly explained the process, assured Maria her car would not be towed, and allowed her to call someone. He later moved her cuffs to the front as a comfort accommodation. Under 725 ILCS 5107-2, officers may arrest without a warrant when reasonable grounds exist to believe a felony was committed. The LP video and witness statements fully satisfy that legal standard here. The outstanding Collinsville warrant added a second legal track. Officers plan to confirm with Madison County, coordinate transport if needed, and process the retail theft case independently proper protocol. During the search incident to arrest authorized under Chimel v. California, 1,969 officers discovered a straight razor on Maria's person. Notably, Maria had already voluntarily disclosed the weapon herself.
And that's all the stuff. That's a whole different TV, isn't it? Oh wait, I don't know. Go back to this I'm gonna keep. Yeah, you want from the
Which car is hers?
This one right here. Okay. So this is like 12:30. 12:30. Yeah. She's still a vacuum every time, so I already knew that vacuum went on her. She reselling the stuff on Facebook. She out here explaining to them. That's great. That's until it's fine. You can still in here.
We got more officers out there. Yep. Are they making her come in?
There she is.
Alright, yep.
There she is.
Let me see. Let me see who's other eye. We're gonna make her watch. See, alright, so I see it. Oh yeah.
Look.
Alright, so that's at least.
Pause it.
Alright, yeah, just stay right there.
Yep. And she said she bought. And she got 4 items: Tide, TV, and trash bag.
So she paid for Tide. She paid for the hefty trash.
Okay.
And she got the TV.
But she has plug-ins. She has Febreze air freshener.
So this is what, 1347? Just leave it right there.
Okay.
126, 135.
She thought I wanted to come in here during the day.
Alright, she didn't come in here, so.
Okay, let me stand back here.
Alright, so you can see right there, she's only paid for the TV, the Tide, the hefty.
Yeah.
That vacuum is not paid for.
Okay, so she's telling us she came in the store with the vacuum and the
No, she absolutely didn't.
Right there.
She walked in at 1322 with nothing. That's her.
What she do?
You seen video of her entering the store empty-handed?
Yeah, well, fast forward that. This is her getting out of her car. So, yeah, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take her back to the park. This
So you
is
guys want
subsequent.
to, she paid for the TV?
Yeah, just let me actually walk her in with nothing before I arrest her.
What's,
We gotta do another case on her for Sunday,
They said
right?
she's done this
Sunday.
before.
She pushed out on Sunday.
she did?
I just think I
How much?
Probably around $300-400.
Okay.
So
We're
I'm
trying
not,
to get that together.
so I guess I can just book her.
I don't know.
Well, what I would do is confirm on Collins's warrant.
Yeah.
Transporter, meet a Collins officer at Hollywood Heights or something. Give her,
She got on
give her.
And then do out of custody for this?
She wanted for theft in Collinsville anyway, because she pushed out on them in Collins. Yeah,
$135?
like $800 on it.
Oh, so my thing was worried about that.
$2,000.
Stop for that. Go ahead and confirm on the warrant, please.
Okay, she did. Then we can call Collinsville while I take it down there. In paperwork,
So is the case from this weekend from this store or Collinsville store?
No, this is us right now.
The vacuum and the cricket materials are today. From
Yeah,
this store.
Yeah, that's
today.
just now.
The case you were referencing that you had a case on it from, what was it, Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday.
Is that this store or Collinsville?
No, this is this store.
This store? Okay.
What are we gonna do with the car? Leave it here?
make sure to sanitize your car. And then whatever she touches in booking, also sanitize. Okay. If you need help, I'll go back to help you clean.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna check
Because that stuff is super contagious.
Alright, ma'am.
Some of those stuff that y'all got is my stuff that I got from a different store a long time
You have
ago.
a receipt.
I can't get the receipt when I bought them weeks ago. The vitamins are mine, and one of them are open.
Where'd they come from?
They came from Walmart in Green City. And I can show you one of them is open. The dude wipes on my dude.
Alright,
I
we'll
didn't
bring
get
it
those from
in.
Green
Alright.
Sit down,
If they wasn't on the receipt, they should be in that bucket. I'm telling you.
You sit down. If we can find out that they're yours,
Here, we're gonna
They
do
are mine.
Anyway, here, look,
I
set
was
that down.
gonna clean my whole car out.
Set that
Thanks, but
down.
no thanks.
Here, look, stand up. Stand up and turn around.
No.
I'm putting you in handcuffs.
Why?
Because you are.
I'm good because y'all taking stuff that's not mine.
Okay, well, we'll figure that out, but you have to stand up and put your hands on your back.
stand up there.
Come on.
Why y'all putting me in jail?
I'm going to take you to the department, and we're going to interview you. I'm going to book you there, and then
What's happening to my car?
I'm not going to tow the car.
Can I
That'd be
move
a
it somewhere
stand-up
else?
move. We'll take that. We have her move the car.
You have a cell phone with you?
No, I don't. I don't have anything.
You have anybody that lives around here?
No. No, listen, can I call somebody to come? Hold on, can I call somebody to come get it?
Yeah, you can.
Can I get the phone? I don't have a phone.
Are you working with them?
With Collinsville?
Yeah.
Yeah, with this.
So what they finna do?
There's a phone number in the cab for you to call.
Okay, I'll call.
Okay.
So what's
Just have a seat.
happening?
So we got to figure out. Remember, I explained to you what was we got to wait to find out what Madison County says because you've got a court case in Madison County that you got to clear up. Okay. So now we need to get with Madison County to find out what's going on. Would you like because a lot of times they may just give you a court date and say come back at a later date because they may not want that.
And what, I'm gonna get out of jail tomorrow?
If they
take you.
That's
They're not gonna take me.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Is listen, with these people at the jail, their main goal is keeping that out of the population. Okay.
But y'all still gonna take me?
Well,
So I'm taking you to a Fallon. Okay, we're gonna go to a Fallon, and then I'm gonna book you, and we're gonna interview, and then I'm gonna release you. That's full Fallon side bit.
What am I doing with the car?
Well, we're gonna let you park it here.
That's fine. Where the
We're
keys
not
gonna
gonna
go?
tow it. Well,
Male officers deferred the full search to a female officer at the station in a private room with no video consistent with ILCS training guidelines and standard department policy on cross-gender searches. No Miranda advisement was required during the parking lot encounter. However, Miranda v. Arizona 1966 would apply before any custodial interview at the station, which officers had already planned to conduct. Officer 135 earns a grade of A-. His evidence-first approach, calm de-escalation, and proper warrant coordination reflect high professional standards. Minor deductions for the razor retrieval delay. Maria earns a grade of C+. Her candor about her warrant and the razor blade were genuine positives. However, 3 thefts in 1 week at the same store reflects poor judgment that cannot be overlooked. Lesson 1. Modern retail stores maintain comprehensive surveillance systems. Loss prevention teams document entry, movement, and exit. Assuming cameras have blind spots is a gamble that rarely pays off.
he's gonna come back. He's got the
As long as
keys.
I don't lose my car, I don't give a f.
Sit down.
As long as I don't lose
All right,
my
just sit
car.
down until we're done.
Okay. Listen, normally if that car got towed for a felony retail theft, which is a felony, it would be $500 to get that in.
Right.
If Officer Goodman's letting you park it on the lot,
Thank you.
he is cutting you a.
I don't want to lose my car. I don't care if I gotta walk out. So after we do the old Fallon thing, then what?
So it's gonna be 2 things. Either I'm gonna let you go and somebody's gonna pick you up and bring you back to your car, or you're gonna I'm good. Or you're gonna go be transported to Collinsville.
I ain't gonna get transferred. Collinsville already know about me.
Right. So if they don't, that's fine. But I gotta take you back. All right. So the more cooperative you are, I'm helping you out with the car. Okay.
Right, I appreciate that.
So look, it'll take us hour tops. So go down there, we'll book you, then we're gonna do an interview for this, and then I'll kick you loose. And I'll explain that process after. Okay?
The day I'm paying for shit. Not the day I'm stealing, but the day I'm paying.
Alright, so I'm just gonna secure you in the car for now. Alright, just turn around and then we'll figure out the rest of this, alright? Not too tight as that? Alright.
Oh, not working.
135. 135, one female in custody. Hold on, ma'am. I gotta check you real quick, all right? Just gotta check. Do I have anything else on you, do you?
Go on my I got a razor blade in there.
Do you?
Yeah, this right here.
Which one?
Right there. I keep it on me.
Where? Right underneath this?
Yep, it's white. It's a razor blade.
All right. Well, you can't grab it. It's inside?
Yeah. This is a razor blade. This is a straight razor.
Why do you have a straight razor?
Because I'm black and I go through a lot of stuff.
Heard that.
Just uncuff this one, Greg.
No, I can't do that.
Let's. You said it's on this side.
It's on this side right here. This is a straight razor.
You shake your wallet. Maybe try to shake your wallet, take it off.
No, I got a good bra on.
Alright.
It's just a straight razor. It's right there. It's right there. Just grab it. Just grab it, man. It's not that big of a goddamn deal. Just grab the thing. Just grab it. Grab it. Grab the wallet.
This?
Grab the wallet.
This?
No, grab it. Wait, it's right there. It's right there. You feel it? You feel it? It's right there.
She's saying to grab it.
Just grab it.
All right.
You can grab it. We don't care, but grab it. Grab it. I authorize you to grab it. Grab it.
Okay.
Just grab the goddamn thing. It's a
Alright, anytime.
It's a razor, it don't matter. It's right there. Grab it.
Right here?
It's right here, baby. It's right there. You see it? Just grab it.
I gotta feel it first. I don't want to cut myself. Right.
You're not gonna cut yourself. It's closed. Just grab it.
I don't feel a razor.
Just grab it.
Well, yeah. Let's probably have a female officer in the station where it's right. Is that?
This hurts.
Here.
Just relax.
We're gonna
Let's not that big deal. You're handcuffed.
Meet us at the station.
Alright.
In privacy.
Alright, let's do that.
Yep.
Alright, my car's over here. To the right.
Yeah. We're gonna have a female officer meet us at the station in privacy in the room with no video.
I ain't nobody care about this. It's a goddamn titty.
I heard that, but we need to protect your privacy.
My privacy was young when I was
Hey, Marshall, she wants to start. We'll have to take the handcuffs off. Alright, hang tight for that.
135.
I'll hold the cigarette for it.
Well, you don't have to do that. Here, I'll tell you.
I just want to smoke a square, man. I ain't trying to.
Where are your cigarettes anyway? Where are your cigarettes?
Lesson 2. Individual theft amounts can seem minor, but Illinois law allows aggregation across incidents at the same store. What begins as a misdemeanor can quickly escalate into a Class 3 felony charge. Lesson 3. Maria's voluntary disclosures her warrant, and the razor helped her outcome. Transparency is not legally required, but in practice it often influences the discretionary choices officers make. Lesson 4. The Fourth Amendment permits a search incident to any lawful arrest under Chimel v. California. Once arrested, your person may be searched. Concealed items become an additional legal exposure. Lesson 5. De-escalation is a two-way street. Officer 135 kept the encounter calm, and Maria's eventual cooperation helped her avoid a vehicle tow and receive more favorable processing at the station. Case outcome is unknown at time of analysis. Maria was transported for processing. The Madison County warrant status would determine detention or release. No court records or news coverage were located. This encounter illustrates how multiple legal threads retail theft, an outstanding warrant, a search, and interagency coordination can converge in a single 15-minute bodycam interaction on a parking lot.
They're in my glove compartment right there as soon as you open them up. I'm not trying to run. I don't care about none of that shit.
Alright, here, how about?
I'm pretty sure I ain't going to jail
I'm just
today.
gonna move your handcuffs to the front.
Listen, I'm pretty sure I ain't going to jail today.
You're not gonna give me any more trouble, right?
No, I'm not stupid.
Oh, you got double lock in there.
Here you go, take that. That's how easy that was. It was right there.
Yeah, you got stuff you know we can't.
Yeah, no, y'all can't do that.
Alright, let's look at some policy.
Alright, just hang tight right
Okay,
here. You
right.
stand right by my car.
I'm standing
right
right
by the door. And I got this. We're good on this, girl.
I think my lighter's right there.
Where's your lighter at?
So you uncuffed her and she got it. Do you just want to get a female?
No, I'm good. That's what's okay. Yeah, she's getting her cigarette, so it's alright.
You can disregard them.
She wasn't gonna be able to do nothing. I don't know. This is a good idea. Tell her she could do this though. Where's your lighter at?
It's right there.
There's some in the station too.
Yeah, it's right there. Thank you.
Where at?
It's right there. It should be in the car. I agree.
The what?
Might be by the bait machine.
Alright, just grab it real quick.
Down there last.
Alright, just grab it real quick.
dropped it. I ain't know.
We need to hurry up. I need to get her out of here, so.
Okay.
Hold on.